C'est comme une fenêtre qui donne au monde spirituel.
Everything's online now, I know, but when we were kids, we would get all these brochures, you know, advertising the French Riviera, the Spanish Riviera, and so on, Italian Riviera. And then it became Canary Islands, all these beautiful advertisements, sun, beach, sea, beautiful people, you know, you want to go there,
Et maintenant, il y a tout qui se trouve en ligne, mais quand Maharaj il dit quand il était petit, il y avait beaucoup des brochures qui...
Especially when you're kids, I don't know how the kids are now, but when they see these nice scenes, they want to go for their holidays. Huh?
C'est des publicités pour montrer tous ces endroits
All year long,
merveilleux,
dreaming.
les Canaries, etc., qui nous donnent envie d'y aller.
When will it come? So this is, in one sense, you could say, although I've got one which is beautifully illustrated, but we haven't got time to go there. This is just the song, but the meaning of this song is very sweet, and I'll just read you that meaning. In fact.
Donc la signification de ce chant, elle est vraiment très belle, et Maharaj il va nous expliquer donc la traduction de ce chant.
Because so many of you are friends and family members of Bruno Prabhu. Hands up all those who are members of Bruno's family or friends of Bruno. Oh, everyone's hands will go up. Oh, everyone's hand goes up when we say friend. Family, that's family, okay. Even the family is pretty big. Look at that. Almost half the audience. Isn't that amazing? And they're not only is it amazing, you're amazing. Yes. We're amazed. Prabhupada said, Krishna consciousness is amazing. You're amazing. Krishna's amazing. The Hare Krishna mantra is amazing. Huh? Everything's amazing. This yajna is very amazing. Oh, maybe we should wait for Paramgati Prabhu because he would definitely not like anyone doing his job. It's just that a few things could have been done earlier. This is not for translation. No? Okay. Yeah, don't be too enthusiastic. So we like to, from the bottom of our hearts, we like to thank you all for coming, and we hope that, you know, any offenses we may commit or any mistakes, please forgive us. We are fanatics. We're completely out of touch with the world around us. You'll hear us use words that no one on the planet uses other than us. And we think we're the only ones on the planet who know what the truth is. Right? You get that last sentence? We think we're the only ones on the planet that know the truth. We'll tell you you're in Maya. We'll tell you you're in Maya. You're all in illusion. You might hear all these things. We'll tell you God is like half man, half lion, and all sorts of weird things. Even more weird than that. That's this. I could tell you things I don't know if you would be able to digest, but anyway, we won't tell them. But behind all this, we're all equal. We're all spirit souls. We're all pure.
Mais derrière tout cela, nous sommes tous des entités, des âmes spirituelles, et on est tous égales, et on est.
It's just we haven't realized it. That's all.
Mais on n'a pas encore réalisé.
No matter who you are, even the insect, even the ant, the bird, the beast, everyone, spiritually we're all equal.
Même les insectes, les oiseaux, les animaux, spirituellement, sur le plan spirituel, nous sommes tous égaux.
Where are you going?
Find a table for us.
Finding a table. He's escaping. He's leaving us. Hare Krishna. Anyway, we'll get on to this beautiful song, which is, again, for most people, you could say, the spiritual world. What is that?
Donc là, on va décrire ce très très beau chant qui décrit le monde spirituel. Il y en a beaucoup qui se demandent, mais qu'est-ce que c'est que cet endroit?
Most people think, if they think of a spiritual world, maybe it's heaven, huh?
Il y en a qui pensent le monde spirituel, peut-être ça veut dire le paradis.
Or maybe it's like energy, all-pervasive light, and like this vibrating. You're vibrating in eternity.
Peut-être on pense que c'est cette lumière.
And there's a bright light.
Cette grande lumière où chacun vibre dans l'éternité, une énergie très puissante.
Not so exciting, huh?
C'est pas très
But actually, the spiritual world is the real. We're all looking for a bit of fun, a bit of excitement, a bit of, whatever. Huh?
Et le monde spirituel,
Adventure,
on est tous à la recherche
intrigue,
du bonheur, de l'aventure,
loving relationships, happiness to the unlimited extent.
on veut être heureux jusqu'à illimité.
When you're kids, it seems like, you're getting a bit of that taste, too, when you're young kids playing, and everything's exciting, isn't it? Everything's new.
On peut voir les enfants quand on est enfant, on peut goûter un petit peu de cette réalité et tout est tellement amusant, tout est tout nouveau.
It's usually harder when you get older to get that new experience,
Mais alors qu'on grandit et qu'on prend de l'âge, c'est plus difficile de goûter cette même expérience.
But spiritual life means every moment, ever fresh, always expanding with happiness and loving relationships.
Et la vie spirituelle, le monde spirituel, ça veut dire sans arrêt, le bonheur, il est sans arrêt renouvelé. Et il est sans arrêt frais avec un bonheur illimité, au fait, transcendantal.
So this song just gives a little bit of an indication to this realm, which this world, by the way, is a reflection of that spiritual realm.
Donc ce chant, il donne un petit aperçu de ce monde, ce monde spirituel. Et ce monde matériel, il est une réflexion du monde spirituel. Un reflet.
And as we know, a reflection has some of the characteristics of the original object, but not all of them.
Et on sait que le reflet, il a quelque chose de l'objet original, mais pas tout.
We see in this world temporary, Temporary.
On voit que ce monde, il est temporaire.
This body is temporary, is that right?
Le corps, il est temporaire, n'est-ce pas?
Anyone agree or not?
Est-ce que vous êtes d'accord?
Anyone disagree?
Est-ce que quelqu'un n'est pas d'accord?
Maybe, I don't know. We have no problem if you disagree. Everyone's entitled to their own opinions, but it doesn't mean our opinion is always right.
Vous avez le droit de ne pas être d'accord, chacun a le droit à son opinion.
This is not our opinion, this is not only our realization, but it's the statement of pretty much every learned person and every spiritual literature in the world.
Et là, ce qu'on dit, ce n'est pas simplement notre opinion, ça vient aussi de nos réalisations, mais c'est également l'opinion de tous les adeptes spirituels dans tous les sphères spirituelles qui ont eu cette réalisation que ce monde ne peut pas éternel.
In this world, how long does, let's say, happiness last?
Par exemple, combien de temps est-ce que le bonheur il dure?
Now, what do you get your happiness from in this world?
Par quoi est-ce qu'on peut trouver du bonheur dans ce monde?
Where do you get your happiness from?
Question.
Nice food. Eating.
Eating, okay, nice food. Okay, that's pretty much, there may be many things, but that's pretty much most people find happiness from eating. Not everyone, but most people.
La plupart des gens trouvent du bonheur dans
Most animals find happiness from eating. Birds, everyone finds happiness from eating.
les animaux, les
Pretty much.
ils trouvent
Exceptions
ce
are there.
bonheur à travers la nourriture.
So that's a good example. There may be many others, so we'll take that one. Okay, what do you like to eat?
Ça c'est un bon
Come on.
exemple. La deuxième question.
Make
c'est
your orders now.
Qu'est-ce que vous aimez manger?
Pizza. Huh? What's that? Get out of here, come on. Where are you coming from? Jeez, you won't be very popular if you preach like that. You've got to say something that people are attracted to. Come on. Pizza's a good one nowadays. Huh? Halava definitely, but not many people know about it. Okay, but it's a great example. They're all great examples, but things now in the world today, okay, let's use pizza since that's known to almost everybody, even in Bengal. Ice cream is probably even more known. People don't know samosa. I'm talking of Africans, I'm talking of Italians, I'm talking of Chinese, we're talking of, pasta, pizza, ice cream, cake. Okay. Huh?
Hamburger.
Burgers, okay, burgers. Any Germans here? Any Germans? Any Germans here? Hamburger. No way. Okay, let's take ice cream. It's an easy one, okay? Who likes ice cream?
Qui aime la glace?
Almost all, not all. You don't even know what it is, you know. Innocent young man. Most people like ice cream. Children usually love ice cream, don't they?
La plupart des gens ils aiment la glace, surtout les enfants.
Usually. Okay. Put aside you don't like it. Just put yourself in the boots of a normal person who likes ice cream, okay? No. Huh? Oh, he's getting... Oh, dear me. Anyway, whatever type it is, you can have any style, any flavor, any color you like, okay? Anyone. Now, okay, I'm giving you 1 ice cream. Fantastic. 2 ice creams. Really good. 3 ice creams. Nice. 4 ice creams. Well, you know, I mean, I'm getting maybe a little, well, 3's good, but 4 might be a little bit too much. Anyway, I'll try it. Oh my God, I wish I didn't do that. Oh. Okay, 5. No, thank you. No, thank you. What if I give you 10 euros? Okay, an ice cream and 10 euros, I'll tolerate. 6, 50 euros. Okay. Is there a toilet nearby? 7, 150 euros. Oh, God, how much did it cost to go in the toilet? Okay, I'll take 7, 8, 9. Probably by 10, nothing I can say will entice you to take that ice cream. It's limited, huh? You can only take so much, you know. Then you feel so sick, you want to die almost. Huh?
And you hate ice cream.
Well, at least at that moment until tomorrow after you sleep it off, and then you do. Material life's like that. You do the same damn thing again the next day, right? I used to, when I was a kid at college, we would go out every night drinking. We weren't drinking orange juice, by the way.
Donc, disons, prenons l'exemple de la glace. Disons qu'on aime la glace. Alors, si je te donne une glace, tu vas dire, waouh, c'est merveilleux.
You know what I say when I say drinking? You know what that means?
I think French people know. Yes.
They know? I mean, it doesn't mean going out to get an orange juice or a lassi or a cup of water or something. It means that, you know, that bliss, you know, that blissful drink. The nectar. But how much can you drink before it's coming out of this end or that end or somewhere or another?
Et donc, au bout de la deuxième glace, on est là, ok, c'est bon. La troisième glace, on est comme, ah.
We would drink, then we'd go to the Indian or Chinese restaurant.
Et donc, c'est juste pour aller plus vite, Marad, il explique, donc avec la glace,
Then we go to the toilet.
Même si on nous donne beaucoup d'argent,
We go to the toilet and vomit.
Quand il était jeune, après,
I'll never do this again, I'd say. Next night I'm doing the same thing. We don't learn.
à la fin de la journée, ils allaient boire. Donc, ils ne buvaient pas du jus d'orange, ils buvaient...
Material water.
Voilà. Et
Yeah,
dès le lendemain, on se sent malade. Donc, c'est que dans le monde matériel, au fait, le plus qu'on essaye de prendre du bonheur, après, au fait, on est complètement écœuré par...
In one sense, this is what we call Maya, because we forget and we think it won't happen again. It won't happen to me, you know, but it does, you know.
Et ça, c'est l'illusion. On pense, ok, si je vais recommencer le lendemain, ça ne m'arrivera pas la prochaine fois, mais ça nous arrive encore et encore.
This is material life, you know.
Ça, c'est la vie.
In spiritual life, it's meant to be a little... It's reflected. We want happiness, we want love, we want eternity, we want variety, etc. Relationship. We want those. It's natural for every living being.
Et dans le monde de la vie spirituelle, au fait, c'est qu'on cherche tous ce bonheur, l'amour, la joie, etc. Et c'est normal parce que c'est notre nature éternelle, c'est de vouloir ces choses.
Where's Rashmi? Huh? Your wife's not here.
Where's Lakshmi? Where is Lakshmi?
She's coming. She's coming.
She's coming. You don't stay together?
Already.
You didn't come together? You didn't come together?
Yes.
Preparing? It's not a marriage. Yeah, when girls get married, you won't believe it. In at least in India or in Hinduism, incredible arrangements. Can take all day sometimes. You know, but this is initiation. You're meant to be on time.
On est en train d'attendre, il y a une autre dévote qui devrait arriver. Donc Mara lui demande où elle est. C'est pas un mariage, il n'y a pas besoin de se préparer.
Anyway, we'll forgive her this time, okay? So we're looking for these things. And it's like if you want to have a relationship with someone, do you have a relationship better with the picture of the person or with the person themselves?
Donc par exemple, si on veut avoir une relation avec quelqu'un, est-ce que...
Don't eat the banana, please. This is not breakfast time.
Est-ce que c'est plus facile d'avoir une relation avec la personne à travers sa photo ou avec la personne en direct?
So what do you have? A reflection? Okay, take a mirror. That's a direct reflection, a mirror. Can you have a loving relationship with the picture in the mirror? It maybe reminds you of the person. You may start emotionally feeling attracted or something. But you can try kissing it. You can't really embrace it properly. You can't really talk to it properly. And it looks like the real thing. We had a budgie when I was a kid, Paul. We named it, as a little boy. We called it Paul. And this budgie would spend most of its day, we had a mirror, pecking at the mirror. Tick, 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 like this.
A bird.
Bird, a budgerigar.
Okay.
You know what that is.
Et donc, Marat lui donne l'exemple que, par exemple, s'il y a un reflet dans un miroir, ça c'est un parfait exemple, est-ce qu'on va développer une relation avec la personne? On va essayer de l'embrasser. Ce ne sera pas tout à fait pareil, de l'étreindre, c'est pas la même chose qu'en direct avec la personne.
Could they see another budgie in the mirror? It thought it doesn't know what it looked like. It doesn't know what it looks like itself. So it thought it was another budgerigar in the mirror. Peck, 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 all day long, pecking at this budgie. Getting nowhere.
Il était petit, il y avait un petit oiseau qui sans arrêt picorait dans un miroir parce qu'il pensait que c'était un autre oiseau.
In a sense, that's what we're doing in the material. We're pecking away, we're getting nowhere.
Dans le monde matériel, on est sans arrêt en train de picorer quelque part, mais on arrive à...
But there is a real budgie. And there is a real form of a person, but it's not exactly the mirror. It's related, but it's not exactly the same. Yeah?
Sorry,
It's related, but it's not exactly the same.
Donc il y a quelque chose à voir, donc c'est un peu pareil, mais c'est pas exactement la même chose.
So this whole world is like a reflection of the spiritual realm. The source of all of our emotions, all of our desires, everything has its source in that spiritual realm.
Donc ce monde est un reflet du monde spirituel et la source de toutes nos émotions, de tous nos désirs, elle vient du monde spirituel.
So this little song, Krishna is the lover of Radha. He displays many amorous pastimes in the groves of Vrindavan. That's the spiritual world.
Donc ce chant, il dit que Krishna, il est l'amant de Radha et il montre divers divertissements amoureux dans les bosquets de Vrindavan.
And here's some of his pastimes, just a few little pictures. He's the lover of the coward maidens of Vraja. He's the lover of everybody, in fact.
Il est l'amoureux de toutes les demoiselles de Vraja. Et en effet, au fait, il est l'amoureux de tout le monde, pas seulement de ces deux.
He is the holder of a great hill named Govardhan. He can do anything. He can lift the universe. God can do anything. He is not limited like we are.
Il soutient la grande montagne qui s'appelle Govardhan. En fait, le Seigneur suprême, il soutient l'univers entier. Il fait tellement de choses incroyables.
He even accepts the loving mood of parental love from his devotees. He reciprocates. He appears like the sun of Mother Yasoda and the delighter of the inhabitants of the spiritual world. And he wanders in the forest along the banks of all beautiful rivers, especially one called Yamuna.
Et il accepte l'amour parental de ses dévots, il est réciproque avec eux de cette façon, et donc il est le fils chéri de Mère Yashoda. Et il se promène à travers les berges des rivières, et spécialement une rivière très spéciale qui s'appelle la Yamuna.
So you're welcome to join us as we try to sing this lovely song. Very simple, very short.
Donc vous êtes invités à chanter, elle est très courte, ce chant est très court.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Madanga, please, Madanga. Sri Madanga, Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari. Gopi Janabalava, Girivardhari.
Gopi Janabalava, Girivardhari.
Gopi Janabalava, Girivardhari.
Gopi Janabalava, Girivardhari.
Yasodanandana, Rajajana Ranjana. Yasodanandana, Rajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava, Kunja Bihari.
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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Are you okay down there? Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Bolo, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Gauranga, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Go Premanande, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvasesha Sanyavare Aschachare Shatare Om Jnanatimmarandasya Ganangana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Maha Mantra Ki Jai. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai.
Jai.
Gaur Premanande. Shri Prabhupada Ki Jai. Hare Krishna. You may be unfamiliar with, let's say, the history of the Hare Krishna movement. In fact, it is eternal. So, oh yeah, sorry, translation. Now, do you need a microphone? I don't know, you have a very nice translation, but the devotees at the back may not be able to hear.
I can speak a little bit louder.
And otherwise we can possibly, I can give you this microphone. I don't really need it. I'm trying to speak quietly. You want the microphone here?
He's gonna give.
He's bringing another mic?
Yes.
Okay, good. So today is also a very, we have our festivals in the world. I think we had May Day a few days ago. May Day, Labor Day.
On a un festival aujourd'hui qui s'appelle Labor Day.
It's supposed to be a holiday, huh? Holiday?
Yes.
Holiday. You know, where holiday comes from, holy day. Holy, holy.
Les vacances, ça vient du mot.
It's not just a day to, chill out or indulge in, sense enjoyment.
Ce n'est pas juste un jour pour se relaxer. Et
Meant to be a holy day.
c'est pour des vacances. Holy.
Now Christmas is like the most sinful day of the year. Right? It's the most sinful day of the year. My father, he never used to drink liquor. Only on Christmas Day. He never smoked. Only on Christmas Day. He never gambled. Only on Christmas Day. He wasn't a big eater. Sorry, I'm going fast here.
Il ne mangeait pas beaucoup de viande, mais juste à Noël, il mangeait beaucoup de viande.
But he'd eat like a pig on Christmas Day.
Il mangeait comme un cochon pendant Noël.
I was so young, I don't know about sex. I don't know what he did there on Christmas Day. I never looked. But he did everything else.
Il faisait tout.
He became drunk. He never drank his whole year. He never drank liquor. He didn't like it. Christmas Day, he was drunk.
Oh my
Il
God.
n'aimait pas l'alcool, mais
Christmas Day.
il était vraiment bourré.
Could have chosen another day, but it's supposed to be a holy day. Right? And it's not the only one. The whole world is like this practically.
C'est pas le seul.
It's crazy. Completely missing the point. It's such a valuable opportunity.
Il manquait le point d'une merveilleuse opportunité pendant ce jour.
So yesterday was one of our holy days.
Hier était un jour de folie.
And today's also a holy day. In fact, every day is a holy day. But specifically today is a holy day. Not just because we're having a wonderful festival with all of you wonderful people, but it's also a special day on our Krishna conscious calendar.
Aujourd'hui est un jour spécial sur notre calendrier de la conscience de Krishna.
I don't remember all. It's Krishna Pula Dola Festival. Krishna Pula Dola.
Yeah.
Just say it.
Krishna Pula Dola.
Hey, good. You translate it perfectly. Just, and Krishna, he lots of flowers, and it's a festival of flowers. And he sits, there's a beautiful festival of flowers, and he sits on a nice chair, and flowers everywhere. Beautiful. And it's also, what is it, Shalila Vivaha or something, Vira, I can't remember what, some other festival. When Krishna enjoys water sports, we all love going in the water and playing around. It comes from God.
Krishna adore aller dans les cascades, mais ça vient de Dieu.
It's also the anniversary of the appearance of one of our greatest teachers, spiritual teachers.
C'est aussi l'apparition de nos enseignants.
His name is Madhavendra Puri. Is he here this morning? Is Madhavendra here this morning? He didn't come, huh? We have a devotee here with the same name. But the original Madhavendra Puri, maybe 600 years ago now.
L'originel Madhavendra Puri, il était il y a 600 ans maintenant.
And he brought this, you could say, the loving aspect, the relationship aspect, to its fullest extent with God. He brought it to the surface. He made it, let's say, aware, made the world aware of we can have a loving relationship with God, not just a service one.
Il a apporté ce concept de l'échange d'amour avec Dieu.
And it was a long story, we don't have time. It's also, is it the appearance, I think, of Srinivasacharya or disappearance? I can't. Appearance of Srinivasacharya, another of our great teachers.
C'est l'apparence de Srinivasacharya, un autre merveilleux enseignant.
It's maybe the disappearance day of Parameshwari. I don't know. Appearance or disappearance? Disappearance of Parameshwari, another great devotee of Krishna. And these are festival days. We remember them. Now, when you or I or any of us remember someone dear to us, how do you feel?
Quand on se souvient de quelqu'un qui est cher à nous, comment on se sent?
If you have a loving relationship, okay, usually it's with children. Mothers, when your child is away, you think of your child, how do you feel?
Quand vous êtes une mère et vous pensez à votre enfant, comment vous
You might be thinking of your child all the time, practically, because you have such an attachment.
Vous pensez à votre enfant tout le temps parce que
But you kind of, even if you see their sock, their dirty sock, which they threw under the bed, you find it, you think of your son or daughter, huh? Oh, you guys throw your socks under the beds, huh? Throw it out the window. Mum and Dad will pick it up. Don't worry about that. Make a mess everywhere, right? So they might say, oh God, why didn't he learn to clean his stuff up? But you think of your child lovingly, you know. It reminds us of your child. Reminds us. So when we think of these great persons, we remember them. It reminds us of those great persons. And it evokes the mood of those persons. You start to think of your child's behavior, what they like to do, and all sorts of things, you know. It helps us to remember that behavior, the life of great souls. Just like Christmas is supposed to remind us of Jesus.
Noël, c'est supposé nous rappeler Jésus.
You've heard of Jesus? Okay. But most people don't think of Jesus on Christmas Day. And they don't know much about him either, probably. But it's so purifying. You know, we become, let's say, what we are, in a sense, by association.
C'est très purificateur parce que on devient ce que nous sommes par l'association.
It affects our emotions, our desires, our feelings, everything.
Nos désirs aussi.
And we gradually develop a certain character or nature.
On développe graduellement une nature et un caractère.
And when we associate with persons who are spiritually advanced, these great personalities, even by thinking of them, it actually has a great effect on our consciousness.
Quand on associe avec des personnes qui sont spirituellement avancées, ça affecte aussi notre conscience.
So we'd like to spend the whole morning now talking about Madhavendra Puri, and we'll start the initiation at 12 o'clock. Is that okay? Prasadam is at 1. Don't get worried. We're just going to go quickly now. into the ceremony today. We have no time to talk about these great persons.
On n'a pas le temps de parler de ces grandes personnalités.
Maybe tonight we can talk something.
Ce soir.
But we're just now go on to today's ceremony. You may be wondering, what has this all got to do with us sitting here and these three wonderful souls sitting here with their, whatever, garlands, shaved heads, and whatever, tilak here and there. And what's going on here? What are they doing? Is this a baptism? What's going on here? It's kind of a little like a baptism, you could say, but much more than a baptism. And what are we doing? This is a major step, you could say, on our relationship.
C'est un grand pas.
A relationship, our eternal relationship with our original source, our personal relationship with the supreme source, the personality from whom everything comes.
Notre éternelle relation avec Dieu, de là d'où tout vient.
Just like you have your marriages, sometimes it's supposed to be a relationship.
Comme lorsque vous avez votre mariage, c'est supposé être une relation.
Even in our Western world, there are certain little things like this to help us to take seriously or to commit or to declare whatever it may be, whatever decision we've made.
Même dans le monde western, c'est des choses qui peuvent nous aider à prendre des décisions.
We can bring some mattresses if you wish.
On peut ajouter des matelas.
I don't understand. It's a major step where a member of the Hare Krishna movement feels that they want to not cut off from the world, but to go deeper and deeper and commit themselves, let's say, to the service, the spiritual service.
Les membres du mouvement Hare Krishna ne sont pas là pour se couper
Change
du
your
monde,
voice.
mais pour s'engager de plus en plus dans
What
le
happened?
service.
Anyone else want to have a go? Thank you, Baba Sindhu. He's quite familiar with this. He's been doing this for 45 years. So it's not just spiritual, it's a personal thing. And there's a commitment to dedicating one's life, you could say, to sharing the most wonderful gift with others.
Ce n'est pas simplement une application spirituelle, mais également une application personnelle dans laquelle on s'implique vraiment personnellement pour le bénéfice d'autrui.
Applying it to ourselves
On applique le processus pour nous
and sharing with others.
et on le partage avec les autres.
It's a Krishna conscious movement is forgiving.
Le mouvement pour la conscience de Krishna est
A good word,
consacré aux
forgiving. Huh? Forgiving has two meanings
autres. Le fait de donner, ça a deux sens.
in English.
Oh,
In French, it will be different. In English, it has two meanings,
deux
forgiving.
sens.
One is you forgive somebody,
On pardonne à quelqu'un
and it means also forgiving to someone.
et en même
Very
temps
nice
on
word.
donne.
Very nice word. So that's the vision of Krishna consciousness movement, is to give everyone the chance to make this connection with Krishna, because this is what we're looking for. This is the real happiness we're all aspiring for.
Donc le mouvement pour la conscience de Krishna, cette chose est une chose merveilleuse qui donne l'opportunité à tout le monde d'être en connexion avec Krishna.
And it's made quite simple, actually.
C'est un processus très simple.
You know, we don't have to go to the Himalayas and immerse yourself under the water for your whole lifetime, or, you know, stand on your head for 50 years or whatever it is. It's very simple.
Donc le processus est très simple, pas besoin d'aller dans les Himalayas et de s'immerger pendant 50 ans.
Krishna has made it simple.
Non, Krishna est très simple.
We're pretty, what can you say, we're not very simple in one sense, but people are like spiritually simple in this day and age. They're not very sharp.
C'est sûr que nous-mêmes, individuellement, on peut être un petit peu
We're so
compliqués.
complicated.
Spirituellement, c'est simple.
Complex world, material world that we've created around us, so to speak.
Pourtant, c'est vrai, ce monde autour de nous, il est très compliqué.
So to make it simple, the Lord has given a simple process.
Donc pour rendre les choses simples,
And that
le
process
Seigneur Krishna
here
nous
on the
donne un
board,
processus simple.
very simple, chanting Hare Krishna.
Ce processus simple, ça commence par chanter Hare Krishna.
The other thing these devotees now, they really want to say, render this service, they want to become more dedicated in their relationship, in their devotion.
Et donc ces dévots qui sont ici présents devant nous, ils veulent être encore plus impliqués et se dédier vraiment dans le service de dévotion.
And the process of going forward there, it includes what we call initiation.
Et donc ce processus d'implication personnelle, il comprend notamment le processus d'initiation.
The word in English, I don't know about in French, initiate means more or less to enter in or to penetrate or to begin something.
Le processus d'initiation,
To start something.
Ça donne l'idée de commencer, d'un vrai départ.
So they've already started, they're already chanting.
Bien sûr, ils ont déjà commencé, ils ont commencé à chanter avec les
You're chanting, right? You're chanting? Yeah. Sometimes. Yesterday you chanted, right? Can't remember. And they're following a lifestyle which is perhaps a little different to others.
Donc c'est aussi un style de vie qui est un peu différent de ce que l'on.
By the way, you don't have to have a bald head. This funny guy here, these two funny guys, they've got bald. Although bald heads are not bad, they're quite popular.
Donc oui, ils ont la tête rasée, c'est un peu amusant, oui.
They got this funny little thing sticking out their head here.
Une petite chose curieuse là derrière la tête.
Also become quite popular. You see a lot of people with this too.
Mais de nos jours, ça devient aussi à la mode.
And they're wearing bed sheets.
Et puis ils portent des draps là, des draps dans lesquels on dort.
We don't have to do all that.
Non, en fait, c'est pas obligatoire d'avoir tout ça pour l'initiation.
You don't have to be like me, thank God.
Non, c'est pas absolument obligatoire en réalité.
Wherever you are, whatever you are, Lord, our Krishna in one of his forms said, wherever you are, it's okay. You're living with family, you stay there, you can practice Krishna consciousness, no problem.
Non, en réalité, l'idée c'est vraiment dans quelque situation que vous soyez, vous pouvez rester en
family,
pratiquer la conscience de Krishna.
Work, children, no problem.
Oui, vous pouvez avoir un travail régulier,
all
des
good.
enfants,
Just
aucun problème.
add Krishna consciousness to your
Mais
life.
vous ajoutez à tout votre mode de vie actuel la conscience de Krishna.
Yeah, whatever we may have our different recreations, our different
Quelle que soit notre situation,
occupations, there's a way of bringing Krishna consciousness into everything.
quelle que soit notre occupation, il faut ajouter la conscience de Krishna à tout ce que nous faisons.
And it's a beautiful process. You just simply sing Hare Krishna.
Et c'est un processus absolument merveilleux qui consiste pour l'essentiel à chanter Hare.
Ah, there you are at last.
Oh my God.
Hare Krishna. What do you mean, oh my God?
I begin to understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Good. You should have begun already.
Initiation is only today, only initiates today, only starts today.
Oh, only starts today, huh? You didn't realize, huh? Oh my goodness.
I begin.
Getting word? We haven't started yet. And they may be following a certain lifestyle besides the dress and things like getting up early in the morning. You may not be able to do all of these things. It's not a problem.
Bien sûr, dans notre vie consciente de Krishna, c'est pas qu'il faut absolument porter des vêtements un peu particuliers et se lever absolument si tôt le matin. C'est pas une chose si essentielle.
Try this chanting of Hare Krishna.
Mais vraiment la chose essentielle, c'est vraiment de chanter Hare Krishna.
Our spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, said, just chant Hare Krishna. Everything else will come in time.
Notre maître spirituel, Srila Prabhupada, a dit non, simplement chanter Hare Krishna et tout le reste viendra en temps utile.
You know, they follow, we call it regulated principles. I don't know if that makes any sense.
En fait, nous pratiquons, ce sont les principes régulateurs.
And they're quite, I mean, some people in the world also do, but most people don't follow these principles.
La plupart, certaines personnes suivent ces principes dans le monde actuel, mais en réalité, la plupart des gens ne suivent pas les principes régulateurs.
And I'm going to help the candidates today, just in case they don't know. We follow 4 principles.
Donc on va rappeler à ces personnes qui sont venues aujourd'hui,
Primary,
au cas où vous aurez oublié, qu'on doit suivre 4 principes.
We're vegetarians.
On est végétarien d'abord. Hein.
Quite popular nowadays, huh?
Quoique ça devient à la mode.
Even in France, it's becoming more popular.
Même en France, ça devient à la mode.
In some countries, it's very popular,
Et parfois, c'est même très à la mode.
especially in India. But in other Western countries, it's very popular now.
Oui, de nos jours, même dans les pays occidentaux, ça devient à la mode.
We don't drink, what is it? We don't drink? No. We don't drink. We don't drink.
On ne voit pas.
We drink water. That's okay, you can drink water.
De l'eau,
Fruit juice, herbal teas, milk,
du jus,
if you're not a vegan.
de la tisane.
Uh-huh. What is that one? Out of here. What do you say? Anyway, we won't repeat it. We don't smoke. Oh my God.
On fume pas.
We don't take any intoxication for medical reasons. You may have to sometimes.
On ne prend pas
Not
des
for normal.
substances intoxicantes.
And like
Pour des
that.
raisons, même pour des raisons médicales.
And we don't gamble.
Et on ne fait pas les jeux de hasard.
Pretty intense. Some people say, "Oh God, I'd rather die than live like you guys."
Et certaines personnes disent,
That's what else is there? Sex life, sex life's in marriage. It's there in certain situations. It's
La
there.
question de la vie sexuelle aussi. Dans le
Otherwise, celibate. It's pretty radical for this age.
Donc nos principes, on peut dire, c'est
How
assez
can you
radicaux.
do that? How is it possible? How is it possible?
La question c'est comment pratiquer de tels principes.
We all know the pleasure of sex life,
Après tout, la vie sexuelle, ça apporte du plaisir.
the pleasure of eating this, that, and everything.
Et manger toutes sortes de choses, ça peut avoir du goût.
Whatever. All these things. We know. We've done.
Oui, on connaît toutes ces choses.
So how can you stop doing those things?
Alors comment arriver à stopper toutes ces mauvaises habitudes?
Or maybe you don't. How can you guys stop doing it?
Alors, certains n'arrivent pas.
Where'd you get your pleasure from?
Mais alors, si vous arrêtez toutes ces choses-là qui sont vraiment
I remember I was in
extraordinaires,
Belfast.
votre plaisir.
I was in Belfast on Harrynam once a few years ago. Belfast is in Northern Ireland.
Il y a 2 ans, Nara, j'étais à Belfast, dans le Nord, pour faire
And we were a group of, there were about 5 of us. Bagava T was there. I don't know if she's here now. She was with us.
les 5 zéros.
She there? Do you remember that Harrynam with those emos?
Yes, I remember they turned you all around.
Yeah, they turned me around. I turned them around too. And we were doing Harrynam. I think every one of us was about 60 years or more old. I think the youngest was about 58 in the party, about 6 of us, the old fogies going down the road.
Avec une moyenne d'âge d'au minimum 60 ans.
And we're going on and on dancing. We couldn't stop dancing. We were all dancing.
Et c'était un rien vraiment mon choc.
And I saw in front of the town hall on the other side of the road, in front of the Hotel de Ville, I saw all these emos.
Donc, c'était incroyable. Il y avait
You know what emos are? They're an extinct species of bird from New Zealand. No, that's not what they are.
il y avait une catégorie spéciale d'oiseaux qui étaient là présents. C'était devant l'hôtel de ville.
Who knows what an emo is? Who knows what he knows what? You an emo? Who else knows an emo? You know an emo? All these young go-getters, they know what emos are. These 3 are all same cut. Emo. Come on, tell us what an emo is. You don't know what an emo? You never lived. Govinda, tell us what an emo is. You guys are all out of date. You're out of touch. Huh?
C'est un oiseau qu'on appelle
Well, externally, they're young kids, usually teenagers. Listen carefully, we're saying what it is. They're usually teenagers, kids, school kids, usually, emos. And they all dress in black. Yeah. And they hang around, they dress in black. Yeah, black, and they put black stuff on
de nos jours,
them.
effectivement,
Pins sometimes.
les jeunes, ils aiment bien s'habiller tout en noir comme ça, comme ces oiseaux qu'on appelle les émeux.
They're more or less followers of the Goths. You all know what the Goths are. They're like disciples of the Goths.
Donc c'est effectivement la...
The Goths are the real, like, they're really, death is the goal of life,
Pour ces jeunes qui s'habillent tout en noir,
Death.
gothique,
There's no point in anything but death.
la mort,
Pretty
c'est
positive
tout,
people,
c'est
you know.
notre façon de vivre.
Positive elements. So they're kind of a little bit like followers of that mentality, Very emotional.
Donc de nos jours, il y a beaucoup de gens
It
qui
comes
sont
from emotion, emotions. And their music and everything is kind of in that direction.
Et la musique actuelle.
There's no point to life. It's just. Anyway, there was a whole bunch of about 50 of them hanging around the town hall there. So let's go!
Allez,
The Harrynam party went boom, all 5 of us, boom, into the middle of these, hang around emos. Hey, what's this?
Donc ils étaient à 5
What are you guys doing? Come on, join us. And so they started to dance with us, spinning around, round and round, dozens of them, running, jumping and running and all over the place. One of them grabbed me like this, started whirling me around. Woo! And we're going on and on for about 30 minutes with these kids, We'd all been an hour and a half already doing this. And another 30 minutes with these kids.
Pendant 30 minutes, ils ont fait un gros Harinam comme ça à Belfast avec
And
tous
then-
habillés en noir. C'était des jeunes gens en fait.
After about 30 minutes, one of these guys, the one who was whirling me, came up to me. He was exhausted because we were dancing like anything, and they were all exhausted. Teenage kids.
C'était tous des gamins et ils étaient déjà
Exhausted.
tous alors que les gros étaient âgés.
He came up to me and said, "Hey man, what are you guys on?" They like to take sometimes
Les
in
gars, comment ça se fait que vous dansez comme ça?
drugs, you know. What are you guys on?
Qu'est-ce que vous avez pris pour danser comme ça?
Tell us. We want to know it. What is it? What is it? We want it.
C'est quoi la recette?
On rajoute.
I said, just repeat, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This is what we're on.
Ben, la recette, c'est le chant du mantra Hare Krishna.
It's much higher taste.
Voilà le goût supérieur.
You know, I had a terrible headache when I came down, on the way down here, you know. As soon as we started, the night before the same thing, we went out on the street. I had a terrible headache. I was lack of sleep, you know, exhausted. But as soon as the Harinam started, boom, the headache gone.
Et lorsque j'ai commencé à chanter Hare Krishna, boum, plus de mal de tête.
It takes away all the material stuff and gives you a higher taste.
Donc le chant du mantra Hare Krishna enlève tous nos doutes matériels.
You don't want to watch the TV. It's what for?
Pas besoin de regarder la
You don't need to. Why you watch the TV? Maybe to get a relief. Maybe to get some happiness.
On croit qu'en regardant la télé, ça nous donne du...
Some little temporary thing.
Mais en fait, c'est rien.
But if you're happy, what's the need to watch it? You don't need to watch the TV. You don't need to go here and there trying to get pleasure.
Si vraiment vous êtes très heureux dans la vie, eh bien vous avez
You're
pas
happy
besoin de
already.
regarder la télé
Well-
pour chercher partout pour trouver du plaisir.
What we're looking for is happiness.
On recherche tous le plaisir.
If we can get it from this or that, we'll go there.
Donc si on cherche le bonheur, on devrait dans tel ou tel endroit pour le trouver.
If you can get it within your heart by chanting the holy name of Krishna, then stay high. Thank you, reminding us. In the beginning of the Hare Krishna movement, 1966, New York.
Mais l'essentiel, c'est d'avoir le bonheur en nous-mêmes. Ça a commencé en 1966 à New York.
Of course, it's the beginning in America, not in India. It's been there forever. But in America, 1966, the movement started.
Donc en 66 à New York, oui, ça a commencé.
And one of but they were all, most of the members who joined were all coming from, you know, hippie-type backgrounds.
Donc la plupart des gens qui joignaient à cette
And, you know, this term, stay high, hey, man, get high, you know, was a very common term amongst the hippies.
Et à cette époque-là, la formule, c'était «
So one of them-
en l'air pour tout le temps ».
Wrote a little pamphlet, stay high forever.
Alors, il y avait des petits journaux qui circulaient, rester en l'air éternellement.
You may get a little bit of a high experience from sex life, or from drugs, or from sport, or music, or whatever it is.
Et élevez-vous au-delà du sexe.
Eating a pizza or ice cream.
Pas besoin de glace.
But it only lasts a little while and you come down again.
Parce que toutes ces choses-là, ces choses
He said,
matérielles,
stay high forever.
ça
Never
fait
gonna
monter, mais après ça descend très vite. Mais
Keep
nous, il faut
chanting
rester
Hare Krishna.
en une situation élevée éternellement. Tout le
So
temps.
today's initiation is based around this chanting of the Maha Mantra, the Hare Krishna mantra.
Donc aujourd'hui, cette cérémonie d'initiation, elle est basée autour du chant du Maha.
They're making a commitment today. From today on, they're going to chant 64 rounds on their beads. Where's my bead bag?
Donc,
Who's got my bead bag? I haven't even got it. Oh, here it is.
64 tours par jour.
We chant on beads like this. If anyone like to get some. You don't have to chant 64. Only these ones are making this vow. 64, right? No more work, okay? That's the only service, just chanting, okay?
Before Mangala.
Before Mangalati. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Well, when it first started, our teacher said 64.
C'est vrai, au début du mouvement, notre spirituel nous avait demandé de chanter 64 tours.
It takes about 8 hours.
Ce qui prend environ 8 heures.
No. How are we going to do that? They weren't hardly chanting one round. What the peak of 60?
Et à l'époque, les niveaux, ils avaient chanté déjà à peine.
All right then.
32.
32.
Bon, allez, pas 64, 32.
16, but not less, okay?
Alors, je Prabhupada dit 16, mais
All
pas
right,
un
all
de
right.
moins.
2 hours.
Et ça prend quand même 2 heures.
It might be a little bit arduous at the beginning, but
Au début, ça paraît un peu dur.
chanting leads to an attraction from what Prabhupada said. One devotee said, what's the result of chanting? What do you get out of this chanting?
Mais quel est le résultat quand on chante avec Krishna?
He said, more chanting.
Eh bien, on veut en chanter plus.
Of course, there's more to it than that, but naturally you want to chant more.
Mais naturellement, on a envie de chanter plus.
If you love something, you want to have more and more and more of it.
Si on aime quelque chose, on veut en
You're getting
chanter
happiness
plus.
there. You can't, you want to, but you can't in the material world. It's limited. But spiritually, it's not limited.
Sur le plan spirituel, il n'y a pas de limite.
Even when you're cooking, looking after the baby, walking to the shop, driving your car, anywhere and everywhere, looking after the cows, the bulls, the calves, just chant Hare Krishna.
En quelque occupation que l'on
What's the
fasse, on garde
difficulty?
les vaches, on s'occupe des
Doesn't have
enfants,
to be on the
on
beads,
peut
just chant.
toujours chanter avec Krishna.
It's such a simple process.
C'est un processus tellement simple.
And when one becomes more serious, Prabhupada said, in order to attain the goal of chanting is not just to chant exactly. The goal of chanting is to develop our fulfillment of our loving propensity.
Et arrive un moment où on devient beaucoup plus sérieux, et à ce moment-là, on achève vraiment le but du chant.
But in this world, we put our loving propensity towards temporary forms,
Mais malheureusement, dans ce monde matériel, on a tendance à
temporary
accepter les choses
situations.
temporaires.
So to channel, direct that loving propensity towards an eternal, you can't say object, but an eternal person.
Donc l'idée, c'est de canaliser notre tendance naturelle à aimer vers un processus supérieur, et pas essentiellement temporaire.
And in order for that to become, see, any loving relationship is two ways.
Donc une relation d'attachement, elle est dirigée en deux sens.
You can't just lip service, I love you. Huh?
On peut simplement dire à quelqu'un je t'aime.
Reciprocal means we have to live for the pleasure of the other person.
On doit être aussi
love somebody.
faire attention au plaisir qu'a l'autre personne.
You know, you say, I love you. I mean, you could take, it's a big topic. But you know, it means you want to do everything for that person's pleasure.
En réalité, si l'on dit je t'aime, ça veut dire qu'on doit être prêt à faire tout ce qui fera plaisir à la personne.
If the wife loves the husband, she'll cook what the husband wants, or the husband will cook what the wife wants, whichever way around it is.
Si le mari aime sa femme ou la femme aime son mari, alors on va cuisiner pour l'autre.
If you know your husband doesn't like ice creams, you're not going to give him ice creams.
Si l'épouse elle sait que son mari n'aime pas,
Unless you want to get rid of him,
sauf si elle veut se débarrasser de nous.
just give him what he doesn't like.
Alors à ce moment-là, elle va cuisiner quelque chose qu'il n'aime pas.
You know, he doesn't like potatoes, so you just give him nothing but potatoes.
Alors si elle sait qu'il n'aime pas les patates,
No, you find out what he likes and you do that the way he likes it cooked.
non, on fait plaisir à quelqu'un en cuisinant ce qu'il aime.
And then he'll feel his heart go blah, blah, blah. He'll think, oh, I love my wife, she loves me. You'd feel like that.
Et à ce moment-là, si notre partenaire fait quelque chose pour nous faire plaisir, on sera tenté à réciproquer.
So this is relationship with the Supreme Person, also with Krishna. We understand, we know, from what we hear from those who know, what he likes, and we try to do it.
Ainsi, on étudie notre relation avec Krishna, on sait ce qu'il aime,
Everything's
et on essaie de
based on
comprendre
that.
ce qu'il aime.
So one of the aspects here, to make that, speed it up a little bit, we're going to finish in 2 minutes. One of the aspects there is we try to chant the holy name in a way which is pleasing to Krishna.
Et par conséquent, on essaye de chanter le chant du mantra Hare Krishna d'une façon qui fasse plaisir à Krishna.
And we try to chant it purely.
Et on essaie de chanter
That's our
de façon
goal.
pure.
To chant the sound vibration in a pure way,
La vibration spirituelle doit être chantée d'une façon
without mixing it with all of our own, let's say, desires, intentions, attachments, etc.
sans la mélanger, cette vibration spirituelle
It takes time.
avec nos attachements, nos désirs.
It's a
etc.
gradual process of purifying our hearts.
Mais c'est un processus graduel, un processus
And this
de
is
purification du cœur.
One major stage when we take initiation from a representative of the pure devotee, Srila Prabhupada.
Mais il est clair que l'initiation est une étape décisive lorsque l'on prend l'initiation d'un représentant du pur dévot de Krishna.
To help us on this objective goal of developing pure love of God.
Et l'idée est de se rapprocher du pur amour de Dieu.
So there are certain, let's say it's described, there are 10, specifically, you could break it down, but there are 10 particular mentalities or perspectives which are to be avoided.
Et habituellement, lorsque l'on chante le mantra Hare Krishna, il y a 10 attitudes que l'on essaye d'éviter.
I'll just run through them quickly.
Rappelons-les rapidement.
The first one is we should avoid. This is for those who are becoming serious. You don't have to worry much about this. But for those who are taking initiation, it is important to know.
Donc pour les membres, les personnes qui veulent prendre l'initiation, il est important de se rappeler ces 10 principes.
You have to, what's the first one? Which we have to avoid? Number one. To blaspheme those devotees who have dedicated their lives to the glorification and chanting the holy name of God, no matter what religion they're from.
La première chose à éviter, c'est de blasphémer les dévots qui ont dédié leur vie à la propagation du chant des saints.
Yeah, to consider there are many gods. There's only one God.
Le deuxième principe à éviter, c'est de considérer qu'il y a toutes sortes de dieux. Plusieurs dieux. Non, Dieu est unique.
He may have many forms, but he's the one God.
Bien sûr, Dieu peut prendre des formes multiples, mais il est unique.
It's not that everyone is God. We're all coming from him, but it doesn't make us like, you know, the fingernail is definitely part of your body, but you can't say it's the whole body.
Bien sûr, il n'est pas question de considérer que nous sommes Dieu. Nous sommes des émanations de Dieu, comme cet ongle qui fait partie de notre corps.
To think there is no God or many gods or whatever, I'm God, this type of mentality, it's called Mayavad in India, Mayavadi philosophy.
Je suis Dieu, tu es Dieu, tout ça. Donc ça, c'est considérer la mentalité Mayavadi, très proéminente en Inde.
Which means everything's one, it's all one, man. Everything's one.
Tout est un, nous sommes fusionnés en un.
But yes, everything's spirit, but there's variety. As there's variety in this world, there's variety in the spiritual world also.
Certes, tout est esprit, mais en même temps, il y a de la variété. Il y a de la variété dans le monde matériel et dans le monde spirituel.
So it's called Achintya Abheda Bheda Tattva in Sanskrit. It means simultaneously everything is one, but different.
C'est la philosophie dite Achintya Abheda Bheda Tattva, dans laquelle tout est un et différent.
Third one?
Troisième, offense.
Pardon?
Not follow the orders of spiritual masters.
Yeah, to disobey them. To disobey. Well, that speaks for itself. If we're accepting a teacher, you follow what they say.
La troisième offense consiste à désobéir aux instructions données par le maître spirituel.
And the fourth one?
La quatrième.
Really, you're not taking initiation today, young man. You already did that. Unless you're on the sannyas list. Are you on the sannyas list? No. No, they do need some help. That's the fact. We all need help. To blaspheme the scriptures, they're called the Vedic scriptures in our case, but it could be any scripture. To belittle them, to blaspheme them, to decry them, etc. Fifth one?
La quatrième offense consiste à critiquer, blasphémer les Écritures qui ont pour but d'élever vers Dieu.
Fifth one?
La cinquième.
Consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to the imagination.
Yes. You hear?
Les gloires du mantra Hare Krishna comme de l'imagination.
We talked a little bit, only a little bit about that today, you know, how removal of desires, material, and becoming happier and so on. Huh? We talked a little bit about it.
On en a parlé un petit peu aujourd'hui.
And some people say, I don't believe that.
Ouais, mais je crois pas à ça.
I remember when I first started chanting, I never met a devotee. I just read it back to God and immediately started chanting Hare Krishna.
En fait, Maharaj, lui, il n'avait pas rencontré les dévots, il n'avait pas commencé à... Il a juste regardé un BTG, Back to God, et il a juste
One of my friends said, what are you doing that for?
Et l'ami de Maharaj, il a dit, mais pourquoi tu fais ça?
It's a mantra. I know it's a mantra.
Mais moi, je
But you chant anything.
C'est quoi ce mantra?
You can chant anything you like. Fish and chips, anything you like. It's all the same. It's all one.
C'est toute la même chose, t'as qu'à chanter fish and chips, ça donnera la même chose.
But it's not. I mean, how long can you chant fish and chips? I don't know if you know what fish and chips
Ça marche
is.
pas comme ça. Tu peux pas chanter fish and chips tout le temps.
Coca-Cola, Coca-Cola, Cola-Cola, Coca-Cola. Pepsi-Cola, 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 Cola. How long can you chant that for?
Non, on chante pas.
And what will you get out of it? You won't even get a pot of Pepsi-Cola or Coca-Cola from it.
C'est pas parce que tu chantes Pepsi-Cola tout le temps que tu
No
vas
taste at all.
le code de Pepsi-Cola qui va apparaître immédiatement.
Mundane sound vibration.
Non, on évite les chants matériels.
Chanting as Hare Krishna is not like that at all. Golokera Prema Dana Harinama Sang. Come from the spiritual realm.
Mais le chant du Mahamantra Hare Krishna est complètement différent des vibrations matérielles. Il émane directement du monde spirituel.
So although we may not experience those glories of the holy name, because whatever our state of being is, we may not, but that doesn't mean that those who are on that level are not experiencing those wonderful glories of the holy name.
C'est pas parce que nous ne sommes pas vraiment établis nous-mêmes à ce niveau pour l'instant que l'on doit minimiser
And the sixth offense?
les gloires du Mahamantra Hare Krishna.
Number 6?
Some interpretation in the holy.
Interpretation. We don't interpret, oh, it means this, it means that, like we do
Et la
with
sixième
speculate. We don't speculate.
consiste à interpréter les gloires du Mahamantra Hare
We
Krishna.
accept what the scriptures say. Seventh
C'est les
offense?
conclusions des Écritures dans ce domaine.
Huh? Seventh offense?
To not have complete.
Non.
To commit sinful activity on the strength of chanting the holy name, you know.
La septième activité
Again and
de
again.
la stress consiste
Please forgive me. My dear Lord, please forgive me. I didn't mean to take another one too many. In Ireland, they pray like this, you know, in
accomplir
Ireland.
des actes coupables en comptant
I didn't mean it, my Lord.
sur le chant du Mahamantra Hare Krishna pour rendre
Please say a good word to the Lord for me. I didn't really mean to get drunk.
Bon allez, je vais boire un coup, devenir sourd, et puis je vais chanter Hare Krishna.
Eighth offense?
To consider one of the auspicious utilities.
Yeah, to consider it as a material sound vibration. Ninth offense?
La neuvième offense
Do I strike the first person?
To preach the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to people who are not at all interested.
Donc, la huitième offense consiste à considérer les gloires du Mahamantra Hare Krishna comme une
Just get them to chant Hare Krishna, but don't, that's enough. Just chant Hare Krishna.
La neuvième offense consiste à parler des gloires du Mahamantra aux incroyants.
Tenth offense?
Et la dixième offense
Not to not have complete faith in it.
Not to have complete faith in chanting and to maintain material attachments, which we all have. It's a process of purification.
Et la dixième offense consiste à ne pas avoir complètement avoir foi dans le processus du Mahamantra Hare Krishna.
We don't start with perfection.
Maintenir des attachements matériels après avoir entendu tellement d'instructions en ce domaine.
We start with where we are and we work towards it.
C'est vrai que nous commençons à un certain niveau, mais nous allons
We
vers la
work
purification.
towards purity.
Nous allons vers le chemin de la
So
purification.
initiation is a major step, which helps us to be more committed to that process.
Mais c'est vrai que ça prend du temps et c'est un processus graduel.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everyone's gone for breakfast. I think many devotees went for a little breakfast, huh? Because we're coming to the main part. Where's Paramgati Prabhu?
Come to forward. I can go on.
Because everything should be ready. We're going to be starting the yajna in a few minutes, but nothing's going on. Is it coming? Got to set up the whole show and do the installation and stuff. So now we're going to move on to the next stage. It's called Namakarna, which means one of the things that takes place at initiation is a change of name.
Un des événements majeurs de l'initiation, c'est la cérémonie du nom dans laquelle les dévots prennent un nom spirituel.
But don't worry, you can still call him Bruno. He won't reject you if you call him Bruno. Don't worry. Will you?
Et ça va, pour Bruno, on ne va pas le rejeter.
He'll be okay. He may have a spiritual name as well.
On peut toujours avoir notre
Or
nom
Raman,
spirituel, mais on va avoir un nom spirituel.
Rashmi. Damayanti has already taken initiation. She's taking what we call second initiation. She's already taken that. But today she's sitting in on the ceremony.
Donc une dévote ici, elle a déjà un nom spirituel, mais elle est assise aussi auprès du feu sacrificiel pour une deuxième initiation.
And aside from the name, it's just like Bhava Sindhu. This is Bhava Sindhu. His name is Bhava Sindhu, spiritual name, Bhava Sindhu. Right? Tell them.
Oui, le dévot qui traduit s'appelle Bhavasindhu.
But there's another name. Like we have, in English, we call it surname. I don't know what you call it in French. The second name, the family name.
Le nom de famille.
Okay. So it's like we have all of us have a surname.
Nous avons tous un nom de famille.
For the men, it's Das, and it becomes Dassi if you're in a lady's body. Das.
Notre nom de famille,
We're all
c'est
Das.
Ou Dassi.
Is it? Or Dassi? What does that mean? Huh? Servant! Service! We're all servants.
Das ou Dassi, ça veut dire
Different, huh?
serviteur.
Material world, we want to become masters. Huh?
Il y a des maîtres.
I want to be the enjoyer. I want to be the controller. I want to be the master.
Dans le monde matériel, on veut tous
I'm in the center. It's me.
Mais non,
This is me.
le plus délicat,
I'm the
c'est qu'on
enjoyer,
prend le
man.
serviteur.
No. We're learning to understand our real role, and our eternal happy role is service.
Nous comprenons aussi avec le processus d'initiation
So to
que
remind us
notre
that Das, servant
rôle
of.
éternel, c'est d'être serviteur.
Servant of who? Our names are always related, just like in Christianity, almost all the names used to be related to Jesus or a prophet or whatever like that.
Dans les civilisations traditionnelles, dans la chrétienté, tous les noms étaient reliés à Jésus.
In Islam, of course, the same thing is there.
L'islam aussi.
Dans l'islam aussi.
In Hinduism, same thing is there. Different names of Krishna or one other form of God or some great personality like
Donc
that.
dans l'islam ou même dans l'hindouisme, tout est relié à Dieu. Bon, du point de vue
So,
du nom.
just like Baba Sindhu,
Bhava Sindhu.
Das. Tell us what Baba Sindhu means.
Bhava Sindhu signifie océan d'extase spirituelle. Mais il faut ajouter Das, qui signifie serviteur.
And other devotees have other spiritual names. We have here Vidura. What does your name mean?
It's one devotee in the Srimad Bhagavatam.
Huh?
But it's one. No, but he's in the Srimad Bhagavatam. Yes. I know, but
Yeah, you're both right. You could go on expanding on the meaning of the word. A great devotee of the Lord, a pure devotee of Krishna. Leave it at that. What does Adi Guru mean?
Servant of the original spiritual master.
Yeah, servant of the original spiritual master.
Donc Vidura, c'est le nom d'un pur dévot du Seigneur. Et Adiguru, ça signifie le
That could be
serviteur du Maître éternel.
Krishna or Balaram or Nityananda. It could be any one of those. Huh? Radharani even. One of Krishna's close, in himself, he's the original teacher, but one of his closest associates or closest devotees or closest expansions know everything about Krishna.
Donc tous les purs dévots, ceux qui sont les associés éternels de Krishna, ils
But
savent
don't forget,
tout ce qui a trait à Krishna.
Das is the important.
Mais dans le nom,
No,
le mot
but
Das,
who are you?
c'est la chose la vraie.
I am Krishna. I am Krishna. My name is Krishna.
Je suis Krishna.
No, you're Krishna Das.
Non, je ne suis pas Krishna, je suis Krishna Das.
Dasi.
Das.
Hare Krishna. So another thing is, of course, we give beads, chanting beads. They already have, but new beads. And now we're going to change the neck beads.
Donc,
where's my
l'initiation,
bug?
Les dévots ont déjà un chapelet, mais on reçoit un autre chapelet le jour de l'initiation. Et
Just
de
give
la
me
même
one
façon, on va
second
changer
here.
le collier que nous avons autour
So
du cou.
one initiated devotee, please put these neck beads on.
Donc, s'il vous plaît,
This must be, I think,
mettez le
Bruno.
nouveau collier
Bruno.
autour de votre cou.
Bruno.
He has his neck beads already.
Yeah? Where? Oh, you got them on the tray. This must be Rashmi. Yeah, these are for Rashmi. There's one lady for Rashmi, please. Give it to one of the ladies. One of the initiated lady, please put the neck beads on for Rashmi. And now we're going to do the Achaman.
Donc on va faire Achman, la purification.
Are you going to take us through Achaman, or shall I do it now? You're going to take them through Achaman. They didn't have the ready one in the beginning. You want to do that? You want to take the mic? So now we're going to do Achaman. Do you want us to know? We're going to have to move this table, by the way. It's a bit tight. Somebody can be here, because we're going to have to move all these things around. Pardon? I don't have anything, but there's one right there. But you're going to show them how to do it. Do you all know how to do Achaman? You know how to do Achaman?
Donc on fait Ashman, vous savez faire?
Non.
Donc
Français, on parle tous français là. Mais tu le connais pas.
It'd be nice if, before initiation, it would save a lot of time and it would be good. If one of the things before initiation is to learn how to do Achaman. I find all over the world this is a common thing. Nobody's teaching. They teach philosophy, but they don't teach anything practical. Bhakti Shastri, Bhakti Vaibhav. Practical things should be taught. Simple.
I teach him how to milk the cow.
He knows how to milk a cow, which is, in one sense, far more important, but still, at ceremonies you have to do what we call Achaman. So, first of all, take the spoon in your right hand, put a few drops in your left hand, just sprinkle them, and throw it backwards. Throw it backwards. Throw it backwards. No. Throw it. Don't. Just give me an Achaman cup, quick. I got the mic, so I'll tell you this bit. Take the Achaman cup. Take the spoon. Water in the spoon. Right hand. Sprinkle it on your left hand. 1, 2, 3, and throw it behind like that. Now, take the spoon in the left hand, okay, and 3 drops of water. Well, you take them here now. You show them what you tell them. I'll do it.
Yeah.
Say it in French.
Ensuite, purifiez la main à côté. Et vous aspirez l'eau. Ensuite, voilà.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, the mantra.
On fait ça 3 fois.
Om Keshavaya Namaha. Sip.
Om Keshavaya Namaha.
And drop of water, throw behind. We do it quick.
Et on met de l'eau derrière.
Om Narayanaya Namaha. Sip.
Et on met de l'eau derrière.
Behind. Om Madhavaya Namaha. Sip. 3 drops. Throw behind. Enough. Mantra. Om Apavitra.
Now, so now, please repeat. Répétez s'il vous plaît. Chant the mantra Om Apavitra Vitrova.
Om Apavitra.
I'll say word by word, please repeat.
Om Apavitra Apavitrova Sarvavastaham Gato Piva Yak Smaret Pundarik Aksham Sabhaya Abhyantara Suchi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu.
The same procedure.
Achaman.
No, you don't need to do it again. We've done it once. We're cut short.
Okay.
There's like 50 different ways of doing it. As you know, we all know, and everyone's got their own way, but we're a little short time.
Again, please.
Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastam Gato Piva Yak Smaret Pundarik Aksham Sabhaya Abhyantara Suchi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Om Apavitra Pavitrova Sarvavastam Gato Piva Yak Smaret Pundarik Aksham Sabhaya Abhyantara Suchi Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu Shri Vishnu. Jai Haribo. So that means that whatever you are, whether you're pure or impure, one who remembers the lotus feet of the Supreme Person becomes purified within and without.
Donc cela signifie que en quelque endroit et à quelque situation où vous vous trouvez, et là, si vous êtes impur, vous allez être de toute façon purifié par Krishna à l'intérieur.
This is the power of remembering the holy name or remembering Krishna to become purified.
Quel est le pouvoir de purification en se souvenant des saints noms de Dieu?
Hare Krishna. So now we're going to proceed now with the what's called Namakarna. Where do you want them to sit exactly? I'm a little bit confused. They can't really throw the grains from there. And even if they do, they're going to throw them on the kumbha.
Yeah. Change the place from further.
You may have to move the cameras and stuff. And where am I going to sit? It's all kind of upside down.
Yeah, next to the yard, otherwise.
I mean, I can stay here, I suppose. I can stay here. Yeah? How will they offer their obeisances?
They can come here and offer obeisance.
Not with their feet to the deities, that's for sure.
But just here.
Then there's not very much. Oh, I suppose they could. Yeah, they could kind of offer them like that. I can hold their feet while they're offering their obeisances.
Like a wheelbarrow.
Yeah. So we're going to call upon the candidates now. We'll start with Damayanti. Doesn't need. You've already been through all this. You don't need to do it again. You're just sitting in to confirm your initiation.
Donc une dévote ici va confirmer son initiation.
They're going to make vows, just like you do it at weddings. You promise you will stay together till death you depart. Is that right?
Mais les dévots ici vont faire des vœux solennels dans lesquels ils promettent.
They still do that at weddings?
Jusqu'à ce qu'ils quittent ce corps, cette enveloppe matérielle.
They still say that? They still?
Marriage speaking about wedding. Dans les mariages, est-ce qu'on dit ça jusqu'à la mort?
Oui, dans les mariages, on dit aussi.
They still say it at marriage? They used to. Husband, wife, we will stay together till death do part.
Oui. Au cours d'une cérémonie de mariage, effectivement, on dit que nous allons rester unis jusqu'à ce que la mort nous sépare.
Unfortunately, it's not always the case now. But the same thing, we have a vow. They're making a vow to chant, follow these principles for the rest of their lives.
Mais ces dévots promettent de suivre les 4 principes et de chanter jusqu'à la fin de leur vie.
The fire is considered to be like the tongue of God. It's like He's receiving your offerings, your words in this way, in the fire.
Ce feu est considéré comme la langue de Dieu et il va accepter.
In front of the forms of the Lord, the beautiful deities residing here at New Mayapur.
Et nous accomplissons cette cérémonie solennelle également devant leur merveilleuse seigneurie.
And in front of the representative Srila Prabhupada, the pure devotee of Lord Krishna.
Nous sommes réunis également devant le pur dévot.
In front of all of the devotees here today.
Et devant l'assemblée des Vaishnavas.
And in front of the representative, fallen, whatever, but the representative is Srila Prabhupada, who's taking this service to connect devotees to our parampara.
Et par le service de dévotion, on est connecté à la parampara.
That means disciplic succession of spiritual masters, one to the next, all the way back to Krishna.
C'est-à-dire à la succession disciplique des maîtres.
So we're going to call upon, I think we'll call upon Ramana Rashmi to first. If you could make a little space there, Prabhu, I don't know your names. If you could move this way a little bit, please. Maybe 1 meter this way. 1 meter. Okay, so to make life easy, let's see. Yes. You come here first. Come here first. Just Rashmi and Raman. And you offer your obeisances here with your head that way. Because Prabhupada, yeah, the deities are there. Offer your obeisances.
Présentez vos hommages, s'il vous plaît.
And then you go to Srila Prabhupada and offer your obeisances there.
Et ensuite, vous allez vers Srila Prabhupada.
You have to keep that space open. Please try to keep the space open so they can now go to Srila Prabhupada and offer their obeisances there. And then go to the deities and offer your obeisances there. And then come back here.
Et après avoir offert votre hommage à Srila Prabhupada et ensuite la seigneurie des Murti.
And I'm going to ask Lord Chidananda Prabhu to say a few words about Raman and Rashmi. In French, please. Only French. Come up here where we can see you. If you don't know, this is Lochalananda Das. He is a co-president with Namacharya Das, who's over there. He knows them very well. Just a couple of minutes.
Raman et Lakshmi.
Rashmi, not Lakshmi. Rashmi.
Yeah, they're a wonderful couple. We've known them from last 6 years. They've been very dedicated to Sankirtan in tours. And, somehow or the other, we convinced them to come to New Mayapur, close to New Mayapur, and they're very dedicated. They like to cook for devotees. They like to serve Vaishnavas. They're always in the mood of how we can serve. Every time we call, you want to cook for devotees, you want to serve devotees, they're ready to do it. So their commitment and their dedication is quite strong to Srila Prabhupada's ISKCON. So.
Donc c'est un couple merveilleux, on les connaît depuis 6 ans environ. Ils participent au Harinam Sankirtan à Tours. Et également, ils sont très dédiés à la communauté en cuisinant et ils aiment bien faire plaisir à Srila Prabhupada et aux dévots.
Yes, Hare Krishna. I can't remember how long we've been associating with Raman and Rashmi, but it's a long time. And their children. There are 3 children. Where are the children? Are they here?
Où sont les enfants?
Where is Lakshmi? Lakshmi! There she is. Their eldest daughter, Lakshmi.
Leur fille aînée, Lakshmi.
She lives here in the temple.
Elle habite au temple.
And she's doing full-time service now in the temple.
Et elle accomplit maintenant le service plein temps.
And also chanting, following everything.
Et elle chante ses
Come
stylos
sit
et
here.
elle suit tout.
Come sit here. Close.
Saraswati is always come.
And your wife can also come. Sit down. You can sit wherever, this way, that way, whichever's best. And where is your brother? Where's Vasu? Is he here?
Il y a un frère aussi, Vasu.
He's Vasudev. He's probably outside somewhere. And where's Saraswati? Oh, she ran after Vasu. Boys will be boys, as they say. Here they come. Wonderful children. Haribol. Where's Sarah? Come here, Sarah. There she is. Saraswati and Vasu and Lakshmi. So this is another great credit of this family, that all their children are devotees.
C'est un grand crédit que l'on donne à cette famille, de faire en sorte que leurs enfants soient des dévots.
As said, I've known them for, I don't know how many years I've seen you on Harinam in tours. How many years? 10? 8? 7, 8 years. Chaitanya Nitai, one of our dear devotees who now has moved to New Zealand, to Australia rather.
Donc ça fait 7-8 ans qu'il pratique le Harinam Sankirtan.
He was guiding you, huh? He and his family. They were living in tours and they were encouraging them, they were guiding them in their spiritual lives. I hope they are aware of what's going on.
Donc, Maharaj espère que ces dévots qui sont présents là.
They may not be online, but please let them know and thank them. Please thank them.
On espère que Chaitanya Nitai Prabhu est au courant avec son épouse et leur fille de la cérémonie d'initiation qui a lieu maintenant.
Thank you. So we'll move on. And Lochan Prabhu, can you make sure you do send a message to Chaitanya Nitai, etc. Okay. His family. And what more can we say? We could go on and on, glorifying devotees. But today we have this privilege, I would say, to, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Parampara, to enable you to make this step forward, a commitment in the beads, the Parampara, in your spiritual lives. So I think ladies now? Pardon? Equal rights. Well, that's difficult. So we have to not say ladies or man, huh? It. become very personal, the name on it. Okay. So we'll start with Rashmi. Is that okay? Can you tell me, and you may say it in Hindi, if you can't say it in English, but you can say in English or Hindi?
Yes.
Hindi. What are the 4 regulated principles?
Rappelons s'il vous plaît les 4 principes régulateurs.
No intoxication, no gambling, no meat eating, and no illicit sex.
Very good. And how many rounds on your beads a day?
Minimum 16 rounds.
Minimum 16
Combien
rounds.
va-t-on chanter de tours aujourd'hui?
Good.
16 tours.
Very good.
Minimum.
Minimum. Yeah. So thank you very much, Rashmi, for giving us your association and becoming officially a part of the what's called the Gaudiya Brahma Madhava Sampradaya.
Donc merci Lakshmi. Je vous deviens à présent membre officiel de la Gaudiya Madhava.
Which is a line of succession going all the way back to Krishna through the creator of the universe named Lord Brahma
Qui nous conduit à Krishna le Créateur.
and through the recent form of Lord known as Lord Chaitanya. So we thought of a very, let's say, it's quite a common name in most devotees, but I'm told, is that correct, Dandarvika? It's okay? The name I gave is okay? Lochan, did you talk to your wife about it? You sure it's okay? Because I don't know the names of all the devotees in France, and we don't want to give a name of somebody who's like, you know how it is. We try to avoid that. Pardon? Well, I know it's a nice name, but is there someone like living in a Cuillet with the same name, or Luce Lama with the same, somebody living in the forest just here with the same name? I've not seen him in 40 years or something. Nobody? You don't know anyone of that name. Isn't that amazing? It's probably the most, let's say, for ladies especially, probably the most sought name, the most special name.
C'est un nom très spécial.
Your name is Radharani Devi Dasi. Jai, Radharani Devi Dasi ki jai. Hare Krishna. Is that okay, Radharani? If you don't mind. Don't forget you're Devi Dasi, you're not Radharani now.
On n'oublie pas Devi Dasi.
Don't behave like Radharani with your husband, though. And where's that other bag? That one's down. Oh, my obeisances again and again at the lotus feet of Chaitanya Nitai Prabhu, Goloka and Chitraleka. Thank you for all your service you've done, and I hope you're happy. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna!
Here's another bag somewhere. Oh, it's here. Here it is. Pardon? She what? She predicted it. She didn't. No, I'm not surprised because she's a pure devotee. She's a pure devotee. There's no, from her birth, she's a pure devotee. She has never in her life broken the regulated principles once. Never. She's about, what, 39, 40? I don't know how old. Late 30s or early 40s. And she does nothing. She never watches television. She doesn't read any mundane thing. Her whole life has just been for Prabhupada and Krishna. Amazing, amazing girl. Well, Raman Prabhu, what are the 4 regulated principles?
No eating, no intoxication, no gambling, then no chanting 16 round minimum.
Come on, don't jump over there. 4 regulated principles. That was 3.
No eating, no gambling, no intoxication, no illicit.
Ah, you got the 4th one. We're getting a word there. And how many rounds a day?
16 minimum.
Minimum 16 rounds. So it was very difficult. I had a great difficulty in choosing your name. It took me about 1 second. Fastest name I've ever chosen in my life. Because I was thinking, what's happening tomorrow on the calendar? I just looked at the calendar and I saw something else was on the calendar today. So your name, as privilege on behalf of Srila Prabhupada and our Parampara, your name is Radha Raman Das. Hare Krishna. because today is the appearance day of Radharaman.
Aujourd'hui est le jour d'apparition de la Murti spéciale à Vrindavan, Radha Raman.
A very special deity in the Holy Land of Vrindavan named Radharaman, and today is their appearance day.
Aujourd'hui, c'est l'apparition de la
Hare
Murti
Krishna.
très spéciale.
Thank you both very much. So you can take your seats back here now. And don't try to be careful, not knock the cup over. And now we come to Bruno. I asked him to bring the cows in, but he didn't do it. Where are they? They should be here for the ceremony. Oh, I don't know about that. Did you ask them? No. How do you know? Yeah, you follow the same format which you just saw just now. Try to remember the order and the direction. So again, we're going to call upon first here, then Prabhupada, then the deities. It's okay, you don't mind? The other way, head this way, otherwise your feet towards the deities.
Head this way.
Head this way, head this way. You got it. Just do what I say, put your... No, go over there. Legs, no, you're right, head that way. Just testing you, that's all, just testing you. Head that way. Head this way. Head that way. Head that way out there. Okay, down you go. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Well, you have some beautiful beads. So, Namacharya Prabhu, you're going to speak a few words about Bruno?
Well, I think so. Everybody don't know Bruno.
I don't know if there's a lot of guests here. They don't know him. There's all these guests here. They never seen him before. Come on.
So Bruno, yeah, he came from Dijon. He had an association of devotees there. But as he expressed himself, he would like to get more deep into Krishna consciousness.
Et donc il a voulu se rapprocher de la conscience de Krishna.
So he said, I want to stay here in New Mayapur.
Et donc il a décidé de partir de Dijon pour s'installer à la nouvelle Mayapur.
And he is very well known for his working. He is a professional carpenter.
C'est un dévot qui travaille très dur, il est charpentier.
So, yeah, I said to Maharaj, probably his name should be Vishwamitra. Oh, Vishwakarma. Sorry.
Yeah, Vishwakarma.
And so, yeah, and Bruno, he's how many years? 3 years in New Mayapur?
Donc ça fait maintenant environ 3 ans que Bruno est...
I think more than that, on and off. He was coming and going for a little while
Yeah,
there.
I mean...
Maybe 4. How many years have you been coming and going to New Mayapur?
2 years.
No. Coming and going.
No,
3 or 4?
I spent 2 years to come and go.
2 years. Oh yeah, okay, coming and going then.
Not really 3 years.
Donc ça fait environ 5 ans total.
Around about 5 years, huh? Altogether, coming, going, then staying long term.
A little bit less than.
A little bit less. Wonderful. What else?
So
Anything else?
I'm very happy to see him today, to step in.
Does he have anything to do with the cows?
Yeah, he's our covered boys team. One of the main covered boy in Mayapur Goshala.
We have a little cow herd here, and we have some devotees. Even in the room today, I think 1 or 2. I see. Yeah, Mahadevi is there. Manjuali may not be here. I don't know if she's here. Manjuali is here. Manjuali. See, ladies, men, all services, management. We have ladies and men managing. Ladies and men are on the altar. Ladies and men are in the going out distributing and preaching. Everywhere. Ladies, men, even married. Ladies, men. Everything's there. And with the cows and Namacharya, of course, he's managing the project, and Bruno is helping a lot of the time there. Vidur is also administrating, and where is our Nitai Charan? There he is, also with the cows. We have more devotees looking after the cows than we have cows, huh?
More than
cows.
Yeah, you will get more cows.
More cows, more devotees.
Yeah, more devotees, more cows. Does that work?
Very nice. So, huh? Oh yeah, everyone, the whole family's here. And your daughter, where's your daughter? I can't see her. Where is she? There she is, up on the sideline. Your daughter's there. And she's also looking at the cows. Incredible. Not only that, but I think that's your life and soul, isn't it? Animal husbandry, they say in English. Is that what it is?
C'est ta vie et ton âme, les vaches.
Bruno a aussi une fille, Pia, qui
And we're
s'occupe
so
aussi
fortunate.
avec
Thank you so
les
much.
chevaux et son âme, des vaches.
Thank you for being with us. It's so wonderful to have you here. Thank you. And all your wonderful family here. I don't know how many. There's half the audience, practically speaking. Marvelous. And I mean, everybody, we're all here. We're all thanking you all so much for coming. And we really, there's such a loving relation. We feel like you're just like our brothers and sisters, even if you're not following the same lifestyle. It's so
Donc en fait,
sweet.
ici c'est une grande famille. On est tous un peu comme des frères et des sœurs. On est tous très très unis ensemble parce qu'on suit aussi le même style de vie.
And we hope you'll come back again and again. We hope so.
Et on
Thank you.
espère aussi que tous les gens qui sont ici, qui sont venus
Oh, Bruno, are you ready? 4 regulated, you sure? Hare Krishna.
No gambling, no intoxication, no meat eating, and no illicit sex.
Very good. Meat eating in devotional line, it means no eggs, no fish, and although it's not meat, we also avoid onions and garlic because they're foods in the modes of passion.
Donc on ne consomme pas de viande, ni poisson, ni œufs, ainsi que l'ail et l'oignon qui sont considérés comme des aliments dans le mode de la passion.
Of course, we know that people in general, these things are not necessarily something they go for, but this naturally comes. We want to do everything that's favorable for our spiritual lives eventually.
En fait, les gens pensent que c'est un peu compliqué, mais tout ça, c'est des choses naturelles, qui viennent naturelles pour l'élévation spirituelle.
How many rounds a day?
16 rounds minimum per day.
Very good.
Et on promet de chanter 16
I forgot
tours de
to
chaque pas.
mention, we would ask all of you to please bless these devotees, including Damayanti. Please bless them that they can become sincere, more and more sincere to follow their vows and to render this service not just to Krishna, but to the whole society.
Donc, s'il vous plaît, tous ensemble, vous bénissez, s'il vous plaît, ces dévots qui promettent de dédier leur vie à Krishna, à la conscience de Krishna.
So again, I thought of a few names, and one came out as related, I suppose you could say. When we give names, we usually give a name with the same letter as the name, the first of your present name, like Rashmi, Raman. So both the names begin with R, usually, not always. So we thought of a name beginning with B, but it was very difficult to think of any name beginning with B.
Une coutume dans la conscience de Krishna, c'est de commencer le nom spirituel avec la même lettre que le nom habituel. Mais c'est une coutume, mais ce n'est pas obligatoire. Pas toujours facile.
Names beginning with B.
Alors, comment trouver un prénom, un nom spirituel qui commence par B?
Bidas.
Bidas.
Banasura, no. Bomasura, no. Well, anyway, eventually, somehow or other, by divine inspiration, a name came to mind. And with a little, let's say, confirmation with one of your closest friends. So, and again, I'm told that no one has this name. So we have Krishna, Radharaman. We have Radharani. Someone's missing. So we're very privileged on behalf of Prabhupada, on behalf of our disciplic succession, we give you the name Baladev Das. Thank you. Yes. Very popular. Baladev, what does Baladev do? What does he do? Huh? What does he do? I can't hear. What does he do? He plows the fields. He plows the fields and water. The good, and what it scatters the good seed on the ground. Is that right? Good name, huh? Working with the cows and the bulls. Baladev. When I was thinking of the name, I was looking at Lord Baladev on the wall there, and he was smiling at you. There you go. So the name's okay? Amazing, no one's got those names. I've never given those names to anyone either. It's kind of amazing in the whole of France. Or maybe there's someone in the Gaudiya Math with those names, no doubt. But so it doesn't matter even if there is. We're all servants of Krishna as associates. So thank you all very, very much. We're now going to proceed with the yajna, the Agnihotra, and Paramgati Prabhu is going to take us through. Do you want the microphone? Before we start, we would like to ask 4 devotees to read 4 scriptures. I don't know what you've got. On 4 corners. So